You wake up tired, not because you slept badly, not because yesterday was unusually hard. You wake up tired because your mind started working before you did. You check your phone, salary gone, bills due. A message asking when you'll be able to send the money. Maybe rent is coming up. Maybe the light bill is sitting there waiting. Maybe you're already calculating what can wait until next payday. And before you have even left the house, you're carrying stress that nobody at work can see. Then you reach work, and somehow you're expected to smile, focus, and perform like everything is normal. For a lot of Jamaican workers, that's where burnout really starts. Most people think burnout comes from having too much work, but a lot of time, work is only part of the story. The real pressure starts outside. You spend the morning worrying about money. You spend the commute thinking about expenses. You spend lunch trying to figure out how the rest of the month is going to work. Then somebody asks why you seem distracted. The truth is, you're already carrying a full load before the workday even begins. And after a while, that becomes exhausting. This is the part many workers don't realize. Financial stress doesn't stay at home, it follows you into meetings, into conversations, into decisions, into simple tasks that normally wouldn't bother you. When your mind is constantly trying to solve money problems, it has less energy available for everything else. Suddenly, small frustrations feel bigger. Simple mistakes happen more often. Patience gets shorter, not because you have changed, because pressure has been building quietly for weeks, sometimes months. Over time, you start noticing little changes. You lose focus faster. You reread the same email 3 times. You forget things you normally remember. You feel mentally tired before the day is halfway done. And when you get home, you don't feel rested. You feel drained. That's usually when workers start blaming themselves. They think they're becoming lazy or unmotivated, but often they're simply carrying more pressure than they realize. The hardest part is that financial stress really looks dramatic. Most of the time, it shows up quietly. You stop contributing ideas. You stop volunteering for extra responsibilities. You do what's required and nothing more. Not because you don't care, because survival mode doesn't leave much energy for anything else. When money is tight, your attention naturally shifts towards immediate problems. The future starts feeling further away, and every day becomes about getting through the next day. The first step isn't pushing yourself harder, it's being honest about what you're carrying. A lot of workers tell themselves they're losing motivation, but motivation isn't always the problem. Sometimes pressure is, and those are two very different things. When you realize the source of the stress, you stop turning every difficult day into a personal failure. That alone can take some of the weight off. Try something simple. Get the worries out of your head. Write them down. Work concerns on one side, money concerns on the other. Then circle the things that actually need attention this week. Most people are carrying every problem at once. That's exhausting. When things become visible, they often feel less overwhelming. Not solved, just clearer, and clarity reduces pressure. One pattern shows up again and again. When everything feels urgent, stress takes over. When people create even a little structure around what's worrying them, they usually feel more in control. The problems don't disappear overnight, but the constant mental noise starts getting weaker. And sometimes that's exactly what workers need: a little less chaos, a little more control. Financial pressure often shows up in performance long before workers feel comfortable talking about it. If you have been feeling more tired lately, don't immediately assume something is wrong with you. Sometimes you're carrying pressure nobody else can see. And when money is tight, those pressures don't stay at home. They follow you everywhere, including work. That's why burnout isn't always about long hours. Sometimes it's about carrying financial stress every single day while trying to function as though everything is fine. And eventually, that pressure starts affecting your energy, your focus, and how you feel about work itself. In our next video, we're looking at another workplace reality many Caribbean workers quietly struggle with: why hard work doesn't always lead to promotion. Because one of the most frustrating experiences at work is giving your best year after year and still feeling stuck in the same place. If the video felt familiar, stay connected. We're exploring the workplace realities most people experience but few explain. And for those interested in workplace culture, communication, and leadership across the Caribbean, we're quietly building resources around those conversations too. This is Work Smart Jamaica, understanding how Caribbean workplaces really function. Stay informed, stay protected. Don't just work hard, work smart. Know your rights, Jamaica.